So hi again, everybody. It's 2 minutes past. So we will start this webinar. So maybe just for my information, can you just make me a thumbs up or a share over the chat if everybody see my screen correctly and they hear me correctly too? So maybe, okay, thanks a lot, everybody. So hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are. Thank you very much for joining us today. Let me introduce myself. For those who don't know me as well, I am the Microsoft Azure Program Manager. My role is to stimulate the Azure activity by supporting the sales team about new partners acquisitions. Through promotion and training, I'm here to demonstrate the benefit of Azure. In short, I act as an ambassador. Let's start our journey with this webinar called Creating Profitable Azure Solutions. First, the expectations. This webinar is for all new MSPs or any new person in the industry with little or no knowledge in Azure solution building or crafting. No expertise is required to follow the slideshow. It's designed for sales professionals who care about their customers' infrastructure. This special event is more for sales compared to technical. We will see some technical stuff, but barely. So in order to give you an idea of the size, the customer reference state during the presentation will be for SMB type customer, around 10 employee and maybe 3 server. So don't worry. The solutions and services of a very large company with exorbitant prices will not be on the menu today. If exceptions, I will identify to you during the presentation. And remember, Azure is elastic. It is easy to adapt the technology to meet the customer needs for bigger or smaller. This presentation is an introduction. We will see together the beginning of the basic concepts. We want to give you the basic knowledge you need to get started or get stronger foundations of your Azure practice. After the presentation, you will have a better understanding of the concept, practice, strategies, and benefits. You will have the opportunity to get more idea and samples to perfect your sales pitch and design of Azure solution. Our meeting today will be quite simple. For the next 60 minutes that we are going to spend together, we will see the customer's strategic decisions and the strategic opportunity for the partner. At this will regard to migration to the cloud. Take note, I am alone today, so there is no moderator to take a look at the chat. So a period of frequently asked question is planned at the end of this presentation. Before talking about Azure, let's briefly review the benefits of becoming an IT Cloud partner. Our simple and efficient interface, our IT Cloud Partner Portal, which is currently undergoing upgrade. As you probably already see, some appearance have been upgraded, and this is beautiful right now. A dedicated account representative. Each partner is assigned an account representative who becomes your point of contact, your one-stop shop for information. Our partner program with competitive margin from IT Cloud. The support from our marketing team. The team of specialists who is there to assist you with your Azure, security, modern work, and Copilot projects. Of course, our 5-star support, which is now extended from 8 to 8, coast to coast. and our IT Cloud Academy team, which offers ongoing activities such as webinars and training it does today, and so much more. A quick look on our most popular product and services. In the backup and disaster recovery category, as Backup and Minute Backup, they are our flagship products. Office 365 Backup powered by AvePoint, a must-to-have for ensuring data restoration from Microsoft Online Services. Acronis, our full file and image backup solution to ensure business continuity. For cybersecurity, Bitdefender, NinjaOne, Microsoft 365 product powered by AvePoint. Productivity, BitTitan and AvePoint, our assistant migration platform, Microsoft 365 Suite, and Azure, of course. And finally, the services, our IT Cloud Academy and our latest addition, the teammate service, your technical ally. Okay, let's start our engine. Migrating to Microsoft Azure is a strategic decision for the customer. We will see together the next 4 points. With the pay-as-you-go model, note here, I am referring here about the invoicing model, not about the consumption or the subscription type. Remember our previous presentation. So I'm talking about the invoicing model right now. Azure helps to reduce cost, convert CAPEX investments into OPEX, and free up resources to focus on innovation. For customers, this means rapid deployment of cloud services. We will also talk about the acceleration of time to market and access to advanced capabilities and features that the Azure cloud provides. First item, the billing model, called pays as you go, where the customer pay only what it consumes. This allows the customer to switch from CAPEX mode to OPEX to get free from the constraints of the on-prem environment, such as high upfront costs, resources, security maintenance, and hardware responsibility, the risk associated with the asset obsolescence. And Terrafer benefit from the advantages of Microsoft public cloud, Azure, such as lower upfront cost, greater flexibility and scalability, faster deployment and innovation, tax benefits, reduced risk of obsolescence, and of course, pay only for what they use. Second item, the advantage. Tools and options to reduce the cost. First, as we know, the pay-as-you-go model again allow to optimize the cost according to actual need, because the customer pay only for what they use. The customer don't need to pay over to plan the future. He pay for what he use right now. So again, saving on infrastructure. At this point, there is no need to invest in physical hardware, in physical maintenance or renewal, what we call the asset obsolescence. Third, optimization tools, such as the cost management tool, which allow you to graphically qualify resources and services from the portal. The advisor, what I said into a joke, but with a bit of serious. Who should be your friend? The advisor offer you concrete recommendation to optimize resources in terms of reliability, security, excellence operational, performance, and also cost. And the last one, the monitoring tools such as Cost Alert to monitor usage and spending. All those feature tools and resources are already available from Azure. You only need to implement and use it. Third item, the type of subscription other than CSP. I mean, in other words, outside of the IT cloud scope. The subscription type here. I need to be honest, a little careful about what I said, in the sense that it is essential for you to understand that these three types of customer subscription are not under our umbrella, which means that we are not able to offer them to you and support you with them. For example, open a support ticket with Microsoft, but it is good for the customer, so good for you to know. Obviously, we are talking about Azure here, not about Office 365. So for sure, we are able to provide SKU of Office 365 from another vertical of distribution. But for those example here about Azure is different. However, our mission as a distributor as always and will remain the same to support you, the partners. It is therefore important for us to share the right knowledge with you. So it's three types of customer subscription are there for a specific reason. First, MSDN. So the customer can access to MSDN Azure subscription and get some monthly Azure credit depending of the type of the tier of the subscription. Could be good strategy to save money for development. Student, specific case for sure, but if your customer have some student and those can get some monthly Azure credit up to 100 USD dollar per month, could be great. And the last one, the non-profit. So this one is particular. Remember what I said, from a Office 365 we are able to provide the non-profit SKU, but from Azure is a little bit different. Microsoft taking care about that. So the sponsorship, the nonprofit subscription with an annual Azure credit up to 2,000 USD dollar per year. And please remember, this is an annual commitment. So don't forget to renew that. So mark the date on your calendar. Remember to renew the subscription with your customer. So this last one is the most popular, honestly, and you are able to manage it as usual. So the subscription from Azure will be sponsored by Microsoft, and you still have access to the tenant from us. So this is totally different. What's next? Yes, for you, the reseller, the MAICPP program, what we call by the past the MPN, the Microsoft Partner Network, offer you an opportunity with Azure subscription with a monthly or annual Azure credit, depending of the partner of level, maybe from 100 US dollar per month with the basic model. And you still have access to internal license for test development and demonstration. So keep in mind, if you are a member of this group, you can play with Azure with credit. So could be great for your test, proof of concept, development on other stuff. You can have money on the table. Next item, the optimization. For some, it will sound familiar or even redundant, but I know I need to share this knowledge again and again. It happens too often, where is reseller are not aware of, and you must deploy those optimization to get a competitive price into your strategy. First, the reserve instance up to 72% of saving compared to the pay-as-you-go rate. Remember here, the pay-as-you-go refer to the rate, the consumption, not the subscription. So you pay for what you use. So this is budget predictability, fixed cost over the life of the commitment. And remember, this is an open commitment. I know I don't have yet my crystal ball, so I don't guarantee you the kind of commitment, the open model. What's mean is by the past from 3 years ago, we can continuously delete or cancel or refund the commitment of the reserve instance. We don't know about the future, and Microsoft representative don't know too. We still are asking about that. But for sure, today we are doing that mostly many times per week. We can cancel, refund any reserved instance model with some limitation for sure, but this is easy to do. 3 click of mouse and you are refunded. So this model is ideal for small business. I compare this offer like a certificate gift. So you're able to invest your money for a specific purpose into a specific data center. Compared to the saving plan, yes, I know the percentage of saving is lower, and the rest will be at the pace as you go rate. So this is a bet system. So it's automatically apply on the most beneficial strategy and service and item. It's ideal for large enterprise. I will be honest as usual. We have some of our customer with those saving plan. Rare, but we have some. And the scale is between 50 cent to $1.50. So this is a low investment, but there is saving to apply. If you have any question, just let me know. And we have some wizards from Azure portal to give us hands to know what is the size about that. But remember, the saving plan don't have any cancellation policy. So this one is more for the large enterprise where the customer have, by example, many services through more than one data center. So around the world. So this is the strategy behind that. And the last one, the Azure hybrid benefit. So you can have significant reduction of the licensing cost. You must apply that from a VM. Just a parenthesis here. I'm not talking about AVD. This one is particular, come from the VDA rights of the business premium license, by example. So here I'm talking only about the VM with Windows. So the Azure hybrid benefit must be applied yearly or 3 years commitment. So I will show you an example in the next slide about that. But keep in mind, if your customer have a server and the server is running 24 hours per day, you must apply this Azure hybrid benefit. And tomorrow during the training, I will show you how to apply, where to get it, where to configure, and how is apply, and what is the consequence of that. Let's see in image into a picture what is about optimization of reserve instance and Azure hybrid benefit. First, let's talk about the server. And my sample here is about the instance, so CPU and RAM. I don't talking about the storage, the network, and the backup. This is not my intention of this presentation. But I will talk about the application, SQL, and Windows operating system. What I mean is without optimization, if I go with the classic size, D2SV6, the new platform, the 2 CPU and 8 gigs of RAM, I don't apply reserve instance. And with Windows Server 2025 or previous version, I don't care. I don't apply any Azure hybrid benefit. See the monthly price, 2062. What's happened if apply reserve instance and Azure hybrid benefit? Boom. So I have a discount from the instance and I have a discount from the license by itself. A saving about more than 50%. So it's very, very interesting. And if you want to be top notch about the price, you must apply those feature of optimization. Next item, free up resources to focus on innovation. Access to the latest technology. What do we mean about that? So, latest version of Windows 2025 and next after. Next generation of CPU, the version 6 of VM just available for a few months. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, blockchain. Okay, I know. Those are more for specific or large enterprise, but good to know too. Managed services, out of the box service, platform as a service, software as a service. Good example, platform as a service. AVD is a good example about that. Out of the box, you can configure and let's start to play. Software as a service, Microsoft Office 365, Windows 365 are a good example in the small business enterprise. Those enable rapid deployment without worrying about the delays and infrastructure management. SQL is another good example for platform as a service and software as a service. You can just deploy the platform and the software and don't buzzy with the infrastructure. You can do that too. Comprehensive, scalable, service-rich platform. Azure is not just a hosting provider. It is an innovation platform where you allow to provide IT service with more than 200 services type. For sure, from SMB, we play a lot with virtual machines, storage, networking, advanced security, and integration. But there is a lot of other feature. But I know from SMB is not more usage. Available in over 60 regions worldwide. Remember, we have 2 data centers in Canada right now. And remember, too, the Quebec City is refreshing. So we will have a brand new data center in few months, few years. With easy integration with other platforms such as Microsoft 365 and Dynamics as well. Next item, speed of deployment. Instant provisioning. Create virtual machine, database, or test environment in a minute. For sure. With people with some experience, you know what I'm talking about. 5, 10 minutes to deploy a virtual machine and you are ready to go. So it's very, very fast. Automation, thanks to tools such as Azure DevOps, ARM template, or Biceps. So deployment are repeatable and fast. I know from SMB is not more common, but we never know into large environment. Cool, these tools will be available to provide you some assistance. Scalability and performance options such as scale manually or automated easily meet the needs created by the peak load. So we can ask to Microsoft to scale out, scale in, or scale up, scale down, depending on the peak of the resource the customer needs. But remember, this is elastic. So anywhere, anytime, we can ensure the performance and availability without oversizing resource. The customer pay only for what they need. So all this helps support growth without compromising the customer experience. Time to market accelerated. What's mean? So reduce time to revenue by developing Azure solution for the customer. You, the MSP, you can bill sooner. This improve the cash flow and accelerate return on investment. Imagine when your customer requests a server in a minute, you are able to do that. You don't need to wait until the configuration, the transport, the deployment, the configuration, put in the rack, connect the cable. And no, you don't need to do that. You only click of mouse and you are ready to go and you bill in the minute. Whoop. Uh, Competitive advantage for MSP that can deliver a cloud solution in a day rather than a week stand out strongly, what I just talking about. So this helps with tender and build customer loyalty. Alignment with the customer business objective. MSP customer want to innovate quickly, launch a new service, urgent migration, regularity compliance. So in a minute, into few click of mouse, you are able to innovate, deploy, correct, or any other action where the customer needs about. An example of the time to market accelerate AVD with the speed of deployment. This is a good example here. We are talking about what, 45 minutes maybe from AVD. The Windows is deployed, the backup is configured, and you are connected to. You only need to install your software, import the data, and plan your cutover. Here we are seeing an opportunity with type of project from AVD for the AVD perspective. So if your customer have a terminal server replacement, remote desktop services project, by example, migration to the cloud, maybe your customer want to move from CAPEX to OPEX, or maybe your customer want to get rid from the infrastructure to whole, non-scalable, or any other bad point. Need for elasticity. We never know if your customer need to scale up or scale down or scale out, scale in. If your customer have some peak activity or deployment with more powerful structure, could be a good opportunity too. Merging, acquisition, short-term employees could be. Remote worker, geographically distributed, bring your own device could be other good opportunity to play with this time to market accelerated. Another example, the Azure backup with the speed of deployment. In a little more detail, the implementation of the backup services into few click of mouse, everything will be active. The matter of the Azure backup is about a service backup, flexible recover, container and contents. Usage-based pricing, you will be billed by storage. Storage type, you are able to do that in local redundancy or geo-redundant legacy. Speed of restore. Remember, this is only a service. So this is easy to deploy and easy to configure. Only few wizard to fill, few click of mouse, and you will be ready to go. And remember the flexibility of the recorder. When you click on restore a VM, you will have two sub questions. What you want to restore? The VM and do that over the existing one to scrap the previous one, or restore the site to do a test of recovery. And about the file, when you click on that, you will ask it to connect the disk. You are able to open the file explorer, deep dive in the file, pick and choose, copy paste, and voila, the restore is done. So it's very easy to deploy, configure, and use. And remember, you get you what you see is what you get. So you will be charged by storage and only that. Identity management, the next item, increases security. So what about Azure Entra? Old name Azure Active Directory. Provides centralized identity and access management with conditional access, multi-factor authentication, SSO, and role management. For sure, from Azure perspective, you need to meet some role to be able to connect into the portal. Enhanced security, integration with Microsoft Defender. Remember from our last appointment at Trois-Rivières, Carl already debriefed us about that. The first layer of Microsoft Defender is free of charge, so you're able to play with that. I know the next level you need to pay, but could be a great strategy to deploy Defender on the basic plan just to see what's happened with that and what could be the opportunity to monitor the access and detect suspiciously behavior. Built-in security and compliance. Migrating to Azure means benefit from Shaker ecosystem by default. With more than 100 compliance certification, we talk about ISO, IPA, SOC 2. We will have the next slide explanation about that. So here about the compliance. So sales stuff you already have, you can click on the link. This is dynamic or just scan the QR code. You can have some information regarding the compliance certification. And if your customer want to have some documentation, proof of, Microsoft already provide information. So you can provide the compliance documentation and certificate from the data center, Quebec and Toronto, to your customer to share those information. So, and remember, we are a CSP distributor, a Canadian CSP distributor. So we are limited to a Canadian invoicing address. Only that. The server of your customer could be around the world. It's not a big deal. We only need to have a Canadian address of billing. The server could be whatever you want. It's not a big deal. Migrating to Microsoft Azure is a strategic opportunity for the CSP partner, you, the reseller. For CSP reseller, this transition paved the way for new revenue models, the creation of differentiated offerings, and better customer retention through value-added services. Whew. First and foremost, new revenue model. The recurring revenue, what generates stable monthly revenue, we are talking about shifted from the one-time sale model with CAPEX to the subscription-based model, OPEX, generating stable monthly revenue. Upsell and cross-sale, opportunity to sell additional services, security, backup, monitoring, or other any cross services, margins and managed services. In addition to the resale of Azure license, the reseller can offer high value added services, outsourcing, support, consulting. So here there is some idea for you to deploy your new revenue model. There is a lot of more, but just to provide you some idea. Question about margin and commission from our plan. Most of the reseller want to know how could be the percentage of margin and revenue about that. So it's simple for you. Go into your IT Cloud Partner Portal, log yourself, click on the price list and the margin on the left, click on the file associated of the subject, the PPG, so GPP, pardon me, the Global Partner Program, and you will see how could be your monthly commission about Azure. So it's easy to understand from the lowest to the highest. We need to know which kind of level of partner you are, which kind of invoicing model you have, direct or indirect, and if you pay for credit card or into PAD. So depending of that, you will see and you will know where is your percentage of margin and commission. Next question, how can I increase the level of the partnership? It's easy. You only need to increase your monthly generated revenue from Azure or from another level. Microsoft Office 365 is a good one too. So more you distribute, more you have percentage of margin and commission. Differentiated offers. Oops, sorry about that. So, solution by vertical or by type of company. Some focus on nonprofit or some kind of that when they come back from the service. Others specialize in the automotive field with the management of the car dealership computer park. You just have to find your way and create your specific offer depending of the type of the customer you want. So healthcare, finance, education, or the any industry specification. Where is my mouse? Customization. Some customers cannot be all in the cloud. limit or attach to a certain practice or device, such as production PLC, robots, and other. An hybrid service offer is the perfect choice. We only to thought about the first step to take when looking at the messaging system. I'm talking here about the transition from on-prem email system. Remember the Exchange on-prem server when we move to Exchange online. So it is a good example of that. Or the outsourcing of the backup system. Here I'm referring to backup on as backup by example for sure. Or Acronis could be another example. Other, as a technology partner, specialize in the development of the complementary software services. The first example that comes in mind is manufacturing management software, where the reseller developed the software while relying on the Azure platform for computing, power, and data warehousing. So an independent software vendor use this kind of type of offer. So it could be a great strategy for you too. It's more specific, but it's not a bad idea. Third, customer loyalty. You need to develop your support capacity on a regular basis in order to enrich the ongoing relationship with your client. The proposal of additional services such as monthly verification or management of scheduled software update, all accompanied by a performance or usage report, is a great tool to reassure the customer. We are not reinventing the planet here. Even the car garage already implemented this type of prototype. So it's easy here. We only need to provide more for the customer by alternative or complementary services connected to the infrastructure. Indeed, the famous value added services, all ideas are welcome. Whether we are talking about infrastructure OD, maybe during an acquisition, migration assistance, cloud governance, or even cost optimization, I do that on maybe weekly base when we meet new partner or where the partner get new customer from others. We pass through, you know what, by the advisor. So, and we see some orphan pieces, hard drive, IP address, no reserve instance apply, no Azure hybrid benefit apply too. So there is a lot of money to do, a lot of customization to do with Azure when you trap a new customer from another place. Technical support also is a place in proactive assistance, incident management, and 24/7 supervision. And not to forget the training. Supporting employee has increased in skills, which naturally develops loyalty and self-esteem. So like us from IT Cloud Academy, this is our brand. So we are working on daily basis about that. So this is a must for the customer. Let's talk about the Microsoft CSP program. Several are available, but I'm going to tell you only about two of them. A little more in line with the reality of SMB. The first one, the PLSR, the partner-led support for reseller, a program that enables partners to take the lead in selling and supporting Microsoft products, especially in the SMB segment. This program provides partners with direct access to the pre-sales support, funding opportunity, and technical assistance to help them to close the deal with Microsoft. Next one, the ACO, the Azure Credit Offer, an initiative to allow to use of Azure Credit to win and accelerate Azure consumption. The Azure Credit offers provide customer with the fixed amount of the fee Azure usage, which can be used within a definite time frame credit. The most of the time is 12 months and are applied directly to the customer billing profile, directly on the invoice, and are automatically applied to the eligible charges. I need to be honest, as usual, those programs are available, but you need to meet some strategy, some amount, some complement on other stuff like that. So if you have any question about that, we are here to help and assist about those programs. But there are good opportunity, but you need to meet the requirement to be able or eligible to do that. Oh yes, and we must not forget the famous Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program, all named MPN, the Microsoft Partner Network. So here we are. If you have access to this program or if you are new about that, remember Microsoft applied some changes from maybe a few weeks ago. So click on the link of the email of Majida, click or select the scan the QR code, have an appointment with her. If you have any inquiry, any question about the new requirement, about the new limitation, about the point system scoring, how is working, just have a talk with her. With pleasure, Majida will explain to you how is working. And honestly, the MPN, the Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program, is a good opportunity to get some stuff like license, Azure credits, and access to support services. There is good opportunity. Where is my mouse? Here we go. So, example of Azure. Let's see together 3 examples of Azure infrastructure as a service, and I think so we will talk about platform too. How those can offer their customer to generate value and strengthen their positioning. First, sorry about the French. We must see firewall. I take a note myself here. So, Microsoft Azure Marketplace as a platform as a service, you can deploy a firewall. Will be a good strategy for yourself. How is? Establish a security infrastructure, which a critical tool for protecting Azure environment from internal and external threat. So third-party component, so for Fortinet, PFSense, WatchGuard, the list is huge, but just only naming about that. And remember, for the training tomorrow, we will take a look about how deploy WatchGuard and how is happen. You will see it's so simple to do that. And we will see the price regarding the marketplace too. What could be the benefit? Redundancy, centralized management, budget friendly, because we can go with the bring your own license and the pay as you go model too. So customer value, simplify deployment, bring your own license, just talking about flexible models. Value for the MSP, recurring revenue, advanced monitoring tools. Those are already designed. You only need to access and play with. Next example, hosted infrastructure for ERP and CRM. We will talk about infrastructure as a service, Akomba, Sage, Dynacom here in the real world. So the description could be how's mission critical application in Azure to improve performance, security, and scalability could be great. Azure component, yes, we are able to play with Intro ID. We can design a domain controller as well. It's not a big deal. We will play with a virtual machine. I know I'm just right Azure SaaS. So like Dynamics, you can play with the software as a services. So it could be a great opportunity if you already have a customer with Dynamics on-prem to move to the cloud. Benefit, elimination of physical constraint for sure, on-demand scalability, and access anywhere in the world. Customer value, increased performance and high availability for sure. Secure and remote access, on-demand scalability, remember. Value for MSP, managed service integration, patching, monitoring, support, extra value. Loyalty through application management. So you can just wrap your customer and just offer good services. And the last one, virtual desktop, a platform as a service, a good example from AVD. So deploy secure virtual work environment for employee that can be accessed from anywhere, from any device, any platform. So we talk about Azure Virtual Desktop, many user connected to the same environment with the same Windows, Windows 10, 11, and Windows Server as well. We can play with Entra ID or with a domain controller as usual. We can involve FS Logix technology too. We can share storage with this technology when we play with mini host into the pool. Benefits, telecommunication, easy and secure, centralized data in Azure, easy access, integration with Microsoft 365. For sure, the best is Microsoft Office 365 Business Premium SKU. Customer value, secure hybrid work, reduce material cost. The customer just bring your own device. Centralized workstation management, easy for you from Intune, from Entra to manage the device. Value for MSP, managed service integration again, patching, monitoring, and support, and opportunity to sell add-on services, M365, security, user support, and all other as you know. Here we go. We are close to the end. So let's see about the conclusion of this short webinar. Remember, be on the edge of our events and news through the event page where you can see our upcoming event, including training, webinars, and workshop. You can scan the QR code to see the page, new page. So let's see what's happened with our next training tomorrow by 2 p.m. in English. So designing an Azure MSP service catalog. So today the webinar was supposed to be a teaser. So tomorrow we will see together, maybe deep, what's happened with the strategy, how we can deploy that, how we can play with the price, where the price come from. So you will see and you will have a better understanding about this theoretical world in real. What's next? Yes, our new IT support services, the teammate, with our approach focus on expertise transfer and strengthening your team skills. We offer you a technological partnership. Our specialists are here to support you throughout the project management process. They will work with you to properly access cost and required licenses. They will explain how to deploy, configure, and secure your services. They will be your technical ally. See here the service catalog about that. Multi-tenant collaboration, global secure access, proof of concept, AVD, Teams phone, scan the QR code, take an appointment, explain your project, and an expert will be with you to transfer the expertise, and you will receive a personalized support from each project. Book a call. Afterwards, you need additional help, a more specific scenario to evaluate. Book a call with us, with a specialist, Sylvain for security, Diane for Copilot, and myself about Azure. Or if you have any question regarding operating system and software license, we are here to assist you. Our YouTube channel, you need to catch up our latest webinar presentation. You go easy to our YouTube channel and listen at your convenience. Click on the link or scan the QR code again. Udemy, through this partnership, your employee can have access to Udemy extensive library of high quality course. They can enhance their skills, stay updated with industry trend, and achieve their professional goal. It's available from IT Cloud Academy agreement for sure. Evaluation here. So please click on the link or scan the QR code. The evaluation is very important for us. So we need to understand if the session was useful for you. We need to understand if you have any feedback, proposal, any other subject you want to cover for the next proposition. So here you have the window to explain us and share the feedback about the presentation or for the future. Here we are, so 9 minutes before the hour. So thanks a lot, everybody. So let's do the frequently asked question period. So let's move into the Q&A. Nobody requests nothing. Go into the chat. Nobody claim any question. So again, everybody, if you have any recommendation, any comment, so please share over the evaluation. Click on the link or scan the QR code. If you have any extra help needed, don't be shy. Go to the book a call specialist webpage or ask for the teammate help. We are here for you, the reseller. So again, everybody, thanks to be there. Thanks to joining us today for this webinar. I hope you will be present for the training for tomorrow. So I wish you a good end of day and see you soon. Bye bye now.